afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are joining us. We're here at the Ministerial Complex in Congo Town. His Excellency Joseph Boakai is here to officially launch an AI challenge, and we have receiving him several government officials here at the EJS Complex. So he's accompanied by the First Lady, Madam Kantumo Yata Boakai, and they are both here to grace this occasion. So we have His Excellency first coming. And so however you are following us, we are live here at the EJS Complex in Congo Town. His Excellency Joseph Boakai, the President of the Republic of Liberia, will be joined other government officials and other citizens of Liberia as he launches an AI challenge, and he's just arriving. And my understanding is His Excellency will be in the holding room. I have to stick around there to capture his arrival. I'm hearing there's no sound. No, 1, 2. Are you hearing me? If you're getting me, please let me know if you're getting sound. I'm hearing there's no sound. If you're hearing me loud and clear, please let me know. Also, that you have the First Lady, Madam Yata Kantumo Yata Boakai, and His Excellency the President. They're here at the EJS. And you will enter the holding room, where you will await the commencement of the event.
Yeah, this is for the conference downstairs.
And okay, I'm hearing that you're getting the sound perfectly. Thank you. Thank you again. We have also here in our presence Madam Cooper. And let me just cover this part of the event. The organizers of the investment conference will present or give a package to His Excellency. I'll just cover that briefly. The investment conference is ongoing. Charge you. You can only okay. All right. So however you're following, we are so we are the organizers of the investment conference will present a gift to His Excellency.
We see them attending. Are they coming to invest?
Yes. There are a lot of collaboration going on, actually. It's all over, meetings happening. It's so exciting. You know, UNDP has now come in, UNECA has come in, investment partners have come in because of all the work we've been doing in the background. So now there's so much synergy. Investors are coming from different African countries, whereas many of them here, all 36 offices in the country, trying to find opportunities for us. And we're networking. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much.
So that was Honorable Anderson, the organizer and co-organizers of the investment.
Training programs were set so just last week was in Philadelphia for the conference we sent so Charles Nelly, all there we sent them all to Africa. Okay.
So there you have it. The organizers and co-planners of the investment conference presently ongoing here at the EJS just presented a package to His Excellency. He was represented by the Vice President at that event. Due to his business schedule, he couldn't attend. However, the Vice President spoke on his behalf and gave a very remarkable speech there. And now he is here. We have two events up here today. From my understanding, after the AI Challenge launch, His Excellency will be attending a book launch that is also going to be taking place in the theater, of the Ministerial Complex. There you have His Excellencies now. Going to be entering the hall where the event will be taking place. Is the Liberia AI Challenge that will be taking place this afternoon. So wherever you're following from, we are going to be live here at the EJS Complex in Congo Town. The hall is already packed with guests awaiting the arrival of His Excellency. Pass one. Not yet.
Distinguished platform guests, officials of government, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I announce the arrival of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, accompanied by the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia. Shall we all receive them? Kindly be seated. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, Madam First Lady, distinguished platform guests, officials of government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I will call on the Vice to His Excellency, the President of the Republic, who will lead us in our invocation.
The religious advisor to His Excellency will do the opening prayer, invocation for the event.
Our Father, we give you praise and thanksgiving, acknowledging, O God, your presence and your will upon us as a nation. Today, even as we go through this launch of a program, Lord, we pray, Lord, that the benefit will come to the young people of this nation, will provide a future, a direction of hope, and sustaining, O God, the gains being made. We pray, Lord, that you will do your own work, that at the helm of this leadership, O God, it will be established upon the purpose for which you've established it. Thank you for our president and all those we have to work with, O God, that you will keep giving them strength, wisdom, knowledge, and that the work established, O God, will create a great future, that our people will be blessed, that you will change our minds and attitude, that it will be a forward march for generations more. Take the glory and the honor in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. Please. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Madam the First Lady, distinguished members of the Cabinet, our illustrious guests, members of the full estate. At this time, we are officially introduce our program. We are here today to launch for the official launching of the Liberia 2025 Act Future Intelligence Challenge, held here at the Ministerial Complex, at the EJS Ministerial Complex. Without much ado, would like to call on the Honorable Magdalene Cobra, who will do our introduction.
Madam Copper will do the introduction of this event.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here to introduce this momentous event. His Excellency, the First Lady, Ministers of Government, guests, near and far, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you and extend a special thank you to you for being here today. I was asked briefly to introduce today's event. As you all know, the world is moving at a rapid speed. Liberia is trying to find her place in becoming or be a part of that movement. And today we have to find different avenues to leapfrog, leap ahead. And with AI, we are going to become a part of the community of nations that are moving ahead. And so when Daniel Koluba told me about the launching of this challenge, I thought it's a great platform for Liberia to join the community of technology, AI, to move our nation ahead. And so with that said, welcome. There'll be a few presentations being made today. Our Excellency has done a fantastic job trying to fix our economy, keep this country peaceful. It is now time for our education sector to find different avenues to get our young people ready for the challenges ahead. And that's the only way we're going to move forward. So with that said, please stay put. There are some amazing speeches and presentations that will be made here today. And thank you for being here. God bless all of you.
That was Madam Magdalena Cooper, Political Advisor to His Excellency, who just did the introduction of today's event.
At this time, we'll now call on Engineer Simon Balemba, who will do an introduction of the Artificial Intelligence Challenge meeting.
About to do a brief presentation will be made, and so the lights have been turned off. As a result of that, His Excellency
preparation is ongoing. At this effort is geared towards including Liberia in the tech space, especially precisely as it relates to artificial intelligence. His Excellency President Boakai is related to making sure the country is tech ready in the field of technology. It's quite so we're in the ballroom of the EJS Ministerial Complex. Now completing this event is also taking place at the time Liberia is holding the National Investment Conference. This artificial intelligence challenge is also part of the program marking the conference.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Madam, Honorable Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, from doctors in operating homes to farmers living in rice fields, from bankers in Monrovia to bikers in the back street of Delta, artificial intelligence is no longer a fiction for us. AI is here and is here to stay. It is now, and AI is quietly reshaping the way we live, the way we learn, and the way we live. Your Excellency, Liberia is not standing by. Liberia is just stepping forward. The Liberia AI Challenge 2025 is not just a program. For us, it's a board. It's a strategic instrument to amplify the impact of your agenda, especially in the pillars of youth empowerment, skills development, digital inclusion, and entrepreneurship. In this pilot edition, our mission here is clear: to identify, to train and empower 300 young Liberians, mainly from rural, underserved, or often left behind. Our goal is to equip them with the practical AI tools to invent or to reinvent their future. We are not just training a cohort. We are here to let's say we are trying to fuel a generation of young, talented Liberians. We are able to build Liberia of tomorrow with intelligence, with dignity, and with pride. And ladies and gentlemen, to begin this journey with you today, allow me to introduce my brother in arms, Engineer Simon Balemba, who is an AI expert and grassroots innovator who will work with me for this journey. Once again, it's our honor to be here today. Simon, please tell us first a few words about what is really AI.
Thank you, Alex. All respected. So, basically, AI is simply a computer or machine that acts like a human. And it can learn, it can think, and it can solve problems. Some examples are, for example, for those of us who use iPhones, we have Siri. For those who use Android phones, we have Google Assistant. You can ask a question, and it's going to give you an answer. Those of us who browse the internet, we use YouTube. YouTube usually suggests videos you might like. Snapchat filters also changes the way our face looks when we want to look in a funny way. So AI is simply an interactive tool, and it's also a revolution that has come to change the way we work, the way we learn, and the way we play. Now, why AI now? AI is taking over the world rapidly, very, very fast. And it is changing every industry as we speak. From education to agriculture to transportation and logistics, AI is personalizing the way we learn by supporting students with virtual assistants and also helping to automate the way we grade results and the way we deliver content. In agriculture, which is one of the biggest activity in Africa and in Liberia as well, AI helps to boost productivity by analyzing soil content with sensor. AI can also help a local farmer to understand the weather conditions on when to plant and when not to plant their crops. AI can also guide a farmer on how to cultivate their farms better with the help of sensors and drones. When we move to healthcare, AI is very, very fast. When we move to healthcare, AI is faster than the medical doctor, which is a human being, in terms of diagnosing a problem. When it comes to transportation and logistics, AI can do a lot by optimizing delivery, powering self-driving vehicles, and it can also predict logistics. Law and justice is not left out. It means that AI is also disrupting the law and justice sector by helping the lawyers to be able to analyze legal documents at level speed. When it comes to security and defense, AI is playing a very big role. By strengthening cyber security, it can help to predict threats, and it can also help to enhance surveillance and response systems. Not letting out art and culture, AI can help you to compose music, write poems, it can paint, and even generate movies for you. Now, the Liberia AI Challenge 2025 to the country, which one of them are the National AI Policy, which is under development, and this program is coming to help to facilitate the development of this policy, because we understand that a policy is focused on capacity building and digital as part of the Vision 2030 strategy of the country. Not leaving behind the Liberian Digital Transformation Project, which was designed to train over 10,000 youths in digital skills. So the Liberian AI Challenge is not coming to replace any of these projects, to complement them. And also the Liberian Technology Summit, which will be happening by the 22nd of this month, which is designed to explore the transformative power of technology in driving Liberia's economic and social development, is also part of the programs that the Liberia AI Challenge is going to complement and align with.
Thank you, Engineer Simon. Ladies and gentlemen, we said we are planning to power 3 million. Why 3 million? Why not 5? Why not 10,000? So this phase, it's a pilot project because we develop a method, and everywhere we go, we begin by piloting to make sure that it complies with the environment. In other countries, we have been system. We are piloting with 100, which is enough. But for the first time, as soon as His Excellency heard about this project, it seems that it was just, it's so innovative, focused in innovation. So we were so touched, and we, in Liberia, for the first time, we are piloting with 300. And our idea is that as soon as we end with this pilot phase, we will be able to know how many youth can be trained with our method as fast as possible. We say as fast as possible because, as we said, as the lady opening, thank you, Mom, the lady opening the station said, world is changing so fast that there is no time to waste. We are not talking about the future. We are talking about now. It's now we have to act. So once again, Your Excellency, thank you for investing in this project. We are expecting at the end of this phase at least 50 projects which will be able to conduct in a maturity model so that we have them be sustainable. We said at least 50. It may be more. It depends. If we bring a project at Delta or Limpa and they are so, young people there are so we are so excited. We don't know. We may have more, but we are expected to have at least 50 projects which are sustainable. And 30% of these young people, I can't say we are sure. Based on our past experience, we are projecting that at least 30% will have access to government agency, either private sector or just international remote work, which is based on AI and which are now providing thousands of works in other countries. For sure, in Liberia, it's ongoing. We expect with this to fast track that process. Last but not the least, 50% of the cohort should be women. For us, it's key. 50% men, 50% women. It's not just a matter of diversity. We can't continue to build this continent living alongside the majority of our population. So 50-50. That's that deal. We hope that thing will be done. So three pillars on this local impact. Remember at the beginning we said we impact your life, we impact your community. Local impact. Second pillar is inclusion and sustainability. No. Next. This program is based on 5 pillars. I will quickly explain them. But it's a 4 days intensive program. 4 days intensive program followed by 3 months of mentoring coaching. Those 3 months is to make sure that they are working on their project. At the end of the day, to give you an idea, we will help them to know how to market themselves using AI. Personal branding, how to market the new skills they have just acquired. training is practical. It's not theoretical, it's not, 80% of the time is practical and 20% theoretical because they need to take them to understand. The 5 pillars are, the first one is about fundamentals. They need to understand exactly what AIs are. When we were in Benin, 90% of people we received, they were sure that AI is just to look nice, to ask questions, and to write nice letters to their girlfriend. That's what they believe AI is. Almost 90% of people we receive. So we take time to explain exactly, make sure that they can understand what this AI is about. The second pillar is about prompt engineering. When people need to use AI, the mistake 90% of us doing is using AI as Google. They just ask questions as they do with Google. It is a mistake. AI is not the Google. There is a protocol on how to build positive dialogue with AI. There is a way to interact with AI to make sure that you receive the quality response. It's a specific expertise called prompt engineering. It's heavy, but here we have designed something which is easy for those young people. But prompt engineering is a vast, of course, it's a vast expertise, but we give them the pillar of that expertise. The third one is about creating a project. Many of them can speak about what they want to do. They have an idea, nice idea, but they don't know how to move from an idea to the project. Today with AI, you can easily move from an idea to the project. I say easily because we need to use AI. We help them how to move from an idea to the project. Wherever they live. With their mobile phone. It's mobile-oriented work. The fourth pillar is about business. Those who have their business, those who are here who have tried to build small-size business knows in the beginning, you need a lawyer, you need marketing, communication, etc. And you don't have money. Today, we will explain to them how they can begin a law and build a team with AI agent. An agent for marketing, an agent for legal issue, an agent for sales, and so we help them to build their project, their company, and we build their first team. Let's say with less means than they usually do. And the last one is about ethics. AIs and ethics. I'm sure I will not insist on this. You know, all of you know how our president just speak to the world without speaking. All of you knows what happened. So, it's wonderful AI, but we need to use that wisely. So we take time to make sure to explain to them that AI is powerful, but ethics, we should use it ethically. That's the 5 pillars of the architecture of our program.
Thank you, Alex. We are going to be looking at the implementation timeline, which today, the 17th of July 2025, is the launch of this program. And immediately after this launch, we are looking at diving into the recruitment of 300 youths from the month of August to the month of September 2025. And when we successfully recruit the 300 youths in collaboration with stakeholders on ground, we are going to dive into the training program itself, which is a 4 days intensive training, which is going to happen sometime in October 2025. And after the training, we are going to have a 3 months follow-up mentorship and coaching sessions, which is going to be hybrid, online and on-site, which we designed that going to run from November 2025 to January 2026. And after the end of the mentorship program, we hope to have a showcase where we all come back, hopefully in the same hall or in a bigger hall, for us to see what the youths have been able to do within this 4 months plus program, to see the projects that they have been able to give birth to see the projects that they have been able to establish over this period, and to also get testimonies of those who were able to be integrated into government agencies, those who were able to be integrated into companies in the private sector, those who were able to land remote jobs internationally, and those who were able to change their life with the use of AI. As we said, this Liberia AI Challenge 2025 is a pilot phase. It means if it goes as planned, there are other strategic enhancements that we intend to continue promoting in the year 2026 and beyond. One of them has to do with policy and governance. We intend to support national the AI policy that is part of development. We also intend to promote AI for development projects in the country. We also intend to work in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and universities to see how we can implement AI clubs in secondary schools, especially to give access to kids who are aged 14 to 17 years old. And we also intend to launch a trainer program where we train other potential trainers to be able to train other AI ambassadors in the country in our absence. And we also intend to collaborate with the local innovation hubs and other enterprise support centers to help establish an AI innovation hubs in the country, both at the national and the regional levels, and also to help build startup pipeline support programs and to also unlock foreign investment into the country. Because as we all know, startups need a lot of investment. And looking at the end of the program, we intend that this program should be or should leave behind a national legacy with a global vision. And one of those legacy and global visions that we envisage in this program is to position Liberia as an ethical AI leader in West Africa. Secondly, we intend to make sure that the youths in Liberia are job ready. We might not achieve this goal in this first pilot phase, but we intend to achieve this goal in subsequent programs. And that is why our aim is to make sure that the youths are job ready. One of the other goals which we intend to promote is Pan-African digital alignment. Today, Africa is undergoing a revolution, and part of this revolution is how AI and technology is disrupting the way we work, the way we learn, and the way we play. So we intend to align this program and other ongoing programs in the country with other Pan-African digital programs that are ongoing in the continent. And last but not least, we intend to foster global partnerships and to make sure Liberia is also visible when it comes to emerging technologies and AI on the continent.
Thank you, Simon. I'd like to take 2 seconds. When we say our goal is to position, to contribute and positioning Liberia as an ethical AI leader, it's not just about positioning is based on vision and leadership. Your Excellency, I come from a francophone country. Don't ask me which level to speak so bad English. Don't ask me where I learned to speak so bad English. I come from a francophone country, and the way we perceive Liberia is through the vision of who is now our president. As far as ethics is concerned, when we speak about the president of Liberia, the first word that stems is about ethics. Someone who really pay attention to ethics and values. So, being a leader, being an AI ethical leader is something achievable for myself. That's why I say remember that may be huge. we are planning to do here, we are investing in several countries. Cameroon, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Madagascar, Togo, which are our francophone. That's why we are happy to be here with English. And in a few seconds, I will show you, His Excellency, Madam Minister and Gentlemen, a short video to give you an idea of how we run such challenge. When we say challenge, it's already a challenge because being able to stay with us for that 4 days, we should eat well. It's not easy at all, but it can be fun as well. So, let me show you a short video on how it goes so far in those countries. Thank you very much, Excellency. Not ready? Here we go. So,
and there's a short presentation, so they're laying the basis for the AI challenge, the background, why it's important, and they're supposed to do.
Gadget is something which is a mode we pass, and they are so heavily built, and there is no way of going back. The way
to enhance the academic and career prospects, focusing on practical applications to improve their businesses' job and academic pursuit.
Some are coming from They work in the clinic for this hospital, and the diversity of the profile is just wonderful, which is something important for us. It's time for me perhaps to explain how in other countries we recruit the volunteer or very clean. Once again, we cannot say that we do the same here. We adapt to different countries. But we ask many patients. Each patient have a map. At the end of the day, they should be ending with a note on 150. That means when they tell their story, based on the keyword they are using, we have two AIs which screen their answers and determine their profile. That's how we succeed in knowing the right level of each of them. Believe me, they analyze better than you and I. Receiving last time.
And I'll take you to the west region of Cameroon, where making AI.
Come back to the first video, please. Thank you. Thank you. So, we basically put those information on their the best candidate, male and female. That's how we select one. And what it depends on country. We use the same platform here. Good.
The President of the Republic of Liberia officially launches the Liberia AI Challenge 2025 to promote and support the President's Arrest agenda, empowering youth through innovation. Liberia AI Challenge 2025.
So that was the background of the AI challenge. Some details about the challenge.
Listening to the experts of AI.
Expert in that area.
Without much ado, at this time, we would like to call on the National Youth Council Liberia representation to give a remark.
A representation of the National Youth Council of Liberia will be done by a representative that will call her name when she steps on the podium.
Your Excellency, President Joseph Boakai, Madam First Lady, Honorable Ministers, Development Partners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to stand before you as co-chair of the National Youth Advisory Council, representing the voices and aspirations of young people in Liberia. On behalf of the Youth Advisory Council, allow me to extend my deep appreciation to Your Excellency for your vision, leadership, and commitment to empowering Liberians youth according to the Arrest agenda. Today's event is a reflection of that vision in motion, a bold step forward that acknowledges the power of technology, innovation, and young people to drive national transformation. Artificial intelligence AI holds tremendous potential for Liberia. It can help us solve long-standing issues in health, education, agriculture, business, and social sector. But as we embrace this future, we must remember that AI does not replace human intelligence. It does not replace literacy. On the contrary, the rise of AI makes it more urgent that we continue to strengthen our education system, because without strong reading, writing, and critical thinking skills, our young people will not be able to fully participate in or benefit from an AI-driven world. This is a challenge and an opportunity. If we want Liberia to compete and lead in the digital age, we must continue to invest in innovation and education. To our fellow youth, this is your moment. AI is not just for other countries, it's for you. Let this challenge spark your imagination, build, code, solve, disrupt, use your talents to move Liberia forward. To our partners, let us continue to work together to ensure that no young person is left behind in this transformation. Your Excellency, thank you for placing your trust in young people. We stand ready not just to benefit from the AI revolution, but to lead it. Thank you.
That's a representative from the National Youth Council making a statement on behalf of our institution.
At this time, for the Minister of Post and Telecommunication, we have a proxy, the President of Mr. Shah Sharif, Chief Information Officer. Mr. Sharif.
A representing the Minister for Post and Telecommunication, Mr. Sharif, will make a statement. It's proxying for the minister.
First Lady, distinguished partners, young individuals, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to extend our compliments and bring greetings on behalf of the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications, the institution and data to lead our transformation journey. Today, we gather to launch an important initiative, the Artificial Intelligence Challenge 2025. But beyond the challenge, we are setting the stage for what our digital future will look like. Intelligence, inclusive, ethical, and secure. Artificial intelligence is not magic. It's a mathematical power by data. The quality of AI outcomes depend directly on the data it is trained on, and the ethics behind how that data is collected, stored, and used. This brings us to the hard truth. Liberian data landscape is still fragmented. Ministries, agencies, and sectors operate in silos, creating inefficiencies, duplications, and even risk. Recognizing this gap, upon my appointment as the Chief Information Officer of Liberia, we carried out an assessment to see the digital ecosystem of the Liberian government. Strategy. Under your leadership, Your Excellency, Liberia is also boasting of the first international cyber crime forensic laboratory built at the Police Academy. This will also help us to fight cyber crimes in Liberia. For the first time in history, under your leadership, Your Excellency, and Post and Telecommunication, we managed to be part of the ECOWAS by joining the ECOWAS ISAC. In cybersecurity, ISAC is an information sharing and analysis center. That is, if there's a cyber threat being detected in Ghana, Ghana will alert Liberia. If it's happening somewhere in other countries, then they will help us to control before it gets to Liberia. AI cannot grow without digital soil. This is why the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication has championed the National Digital Strategy, aligning digital vision with real infrastructure, services, and capacity. The outdated ICT policy ensures that stay current and competitive expansion of broadband access. The Ministry of Post and Telecommunication also partnered with the World Bank by bringing the 7 submarine cable, which will be landed at Buchanan. With that, we'll have more redundancy, we'll have limited internet outages moving forward. And this all happening under the leadership of Excellency. My office is also working directly with IT, the International Telecommunication Union, by connecting every single school in Liberia to the internet. For the first time in the history of this country, this is happening in Liberia. And last week, I was in Switzerland, Geneva, with Honorable Boakai from Ministry of Education, Ministry of Post and Telecommunication leading our project. We managed to partner with the ITU through GIGA, and they are willing to connect every school in Liberia to the internet. And very soon, the implementation will start. First, we are starting off by marking every school in Liberia. We want to know where you are, what are your locations, and also how many students are there. Then that's the geospatial mapping. Once we do that, and then the implementation will start. And this is all happening under your leadership. Your Excellency, as Minister of Post and Telecommunication, has also worked with the regional partners in bringing AI to our workplace through the e-Liberia portal. We understand now that if you want to apply for government services, you have to first work in person. If you are, like for example, my mother living in Lofa, you want to apply for driver license or maybe social security card, you have to come all the way to Monrovia to apply for it. So what we are doing at Ministry of Post and Telecommunication, we are digitizing every government's public-facing services. that will be available that each and every person will be able to access. And the portal that we have built in right now to do post and telecommunication is called the E-Liberia portal. The E-Liberia portal will be a one-stop shop for all government services. So you don't have to go to Ministry of Education website to inquire about school service. You don't have to go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs or passport. You can just go to the E-Liberia portal and you apply for every government services right there in there. And the E-Liberia portal, we understand that we have a young population and every one of them are on their phone. You can't be on a computer by going to Google and log on to it. So what we did, the E-Liberia portal will come with the Citizens app that you can just download. We make services convenient to you. Because one of the reasons why, based on my assessment, I was appointed as Assistant Commissioner Officer, we went to various government institutions, and one of them was the Ministry of Commerce through National Business Registry. If you go to National Business Registry, for example, if you apply for business license, it takes almost a month or even more before you get the business registration. Before you get the business registration license. So what we doing now is we have a team on ground that was putting on that assessment. We first recognized 50 most important services in government, and then we digitize those 50 services. And as time goes on, we will continue to add more and more and more and more. We want to have a digital society, and also we don't have a limited paper base. If you look at government institutions, people are still using their personal emails to communicate. When that person leaves, they take everything along with them. And these are government property. They should be kept in government. I can come today and leave, and if someone else comes and replace me, the information still remains. What we are doing is to make sure that we have an email system. If you look at our website, for example, our website are not uniform. Every website, one is posted somewhere else, another one is posted in another place, so it's not uniform. What we are doing as well is to make sure to have uniformity across all government websites. And another thing that we have again that we have probably in government that we recognize is the data. If you look at the Ministry of Transport, for example, the driver license, the data for driver license base is so much stored outside of Liberia. What we have done at the Ministry of Telecommunication, we reached out to the government to empower the telco, to enhance the telco to make sure that our data is kept in Liberia. That's data sovereignty. Because AI, it is not used ethically, it can intrude your privacy, and without proper framework in place, this can ruin the nation. Thank you.
When I call on
Your Excellency, President, firstly, cabinet colleagues, other government officials in the corporations and agencies, the advisors to the President, our development partners, representatives of youth organizations, esteemed members of the private sector, ladies and gentlemen. Excellency, on behalf of the youth, which includes our sports athletes, we'd like to welcome you back to Liberia after you so beautifully spoke at the White House in Washington. Today's gathering is not an ordinary gathering. It is rather a statement of intent. It is a reflection of our commitment and recognition that the future of work, the future of education, and indeed the future of national development is being rapidly reshaped by technological advancements with artificial intelligence at the center of this global transformation. Artificial intelligence is no longer a distant concept that is confined to the laboratories of advanced economies. It is here. It is a transforming health here, or it is transforming us here through predictive diagnostics. It is the smart farming solution. It is optimizing transportation and logistics. And critically, it is revolutionizing education, creating vast opportunities for self-learning, innovation, and entrepreneurship. For a country like Liberia, with a youthful population comprising close to, estimated at about 74% youth and young people, the implications are profound. The demography represents an extraordinary reservoir of creativity, energy, and potential. However, it also reminds us of the passive challenges we face: high levels of youth unemployment, skill gaps, limited access to technology, and the ever-present threat of economic exclusion in the digital age. As Minister of Youth exposed, I'm convinced that AI, if properly understood,